I'm RARRI. I'm a hip-hop DJ from Cape Town, now based in Joburg because we chasing the money. This is CHAR.
I'm a hip-hop DJ producer.
So G-Spot is a experience-based organization. We have recently teamed up to push something that we feel like has such a big space. I feel like there's so much space for females in the industry, females in the country, just to like figure out what they want to do. And I feel like music can be the perfect escape for that, I guess. Music is super important. It makes you feel confident, makes you feel better. I feel like we all use music in our everyday lives without really thinking about how we actually use it. So G-Spot is a safe space for women and females and anybody that identifies. Basically to sort out all your needs and learning needs with regard to the industry right now.
I'm going to start with just eliminating the fact that you're female. Just be like, I'm a DJ.
Sorry, do you still feel like it is a male-dominated?
No.
You don't?
Not any. I mean, of course, as females, we have to. There will be, of course, a whole gender separation, but I don't feel like as you want to start anything in the industry, you should start by saying I'm a female. Because it kind of limits you and it kind of makes you feel like everybody against you. So just take out that chip on your shoulder and just do it like everybody is doing it. I feel like you're gonna convince them wrong in a way.
Yeah, I kind of disagree about the first part. I feel like the industry is still super male dominated, purely because personally, with regard to my gigs and stuff, I do most of the time deal with men, and they are the promoters or they are like the people who own the clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
So to me personally, I do feel like that's where it's like male dominated because they still get the last say. They get to decide whether they're gonna have you on the lineup, whether they want your brand to represent their brand. And I feel like, I don't want to say it's a negative, it has a negative connotation. Okay, it does have a negative connotation. I take that back. Why do you say that?
I just feel like being delusional is the solution.
Being delusional.
Because when you think about it, like if you say you want to do something, just do it. Don't think about the naysayers, because that's what you attract at the end of the day. If you feel like you're good enough, you're going to be on that lineup, you're going to be on it.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. No, I get you. I also stopped. So I go by RARRI, right? It's just RARRI. Usually people, promoters even push that DJ RARRI, and I'm like, no. Please just respect me and how I want to present myself and my brand. Because I feel like even just putting the term DJ in front of your name, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel soft. It's like I want people to know my brand for what it is. There shouldn't be a title there to explain this is where she falls. Do you know what I mean? Because even though right now music is like my main dominant source of income, I do feel like as an artist I have so much more to offer to the community and stuff, especially through G-Spot and like us just trying to share our personal knowledge to help other people with simple things as like, how do you start your brand? Where do I go? Who do I listen to? Just small things like that, you know? And I feel like being in a male-dominated industry caps a lot of women's confidence in like being a woman itself, because right now I feel like even just being a woman of color can be difficult because we're gonna look at how you look, how's your hair, what type of style do you have, or you like, do you have enough sex appeal? And I feel like that thing, like sometimes I just want to go to a set in tracksuits or whatever, but I can't because I have to think about if I pull up like this in a tracksuit and by myself with no one else behind me, am I gonna get another gig? Probably not, right? So now you have to take into account your other things that you enjoy personally, like fashion. So I use my fashion sense to push my Instagram, my content, and then find a way to like have that all built within like the music factor. Of course.
I have one. Just not having people around you, like when you go to like gigs and stuff. Let's just say I don't have like a manager, I don't have like own team, so I depend on my friends. I'm like, dude, let's go to this type of club, and then them acting a fool and not remembering this is a job, dude.
Getting litty of the rider.
I saw somebody, yeah, as I have a bed. It's like your mother. It's you different roles at the same time, so yeah.
So recently I went to a gig, right? And my friends all know the rules of like having a DJ as a friend. Don't come with your drinks to the decks. Just chill, right? Don't like obviously come and support, do the most, whatever. But the liquids around the equipment there, you would think it's there now. So okay, everybody's ready, riders going in. We get to the next club and I'm like 5 minutes late from my set, so I jump on immediately, right? Don't have my water, whatever. My friend, she did this. I know it was a mistake because she knows not to do this. She comes over with my drink and Money's drink, and she literally like, oops, like spill on the decks, right? Hey, the promoters literally cut my set there. They were like, you done. We saw it wasn't you, but you done. Like, please stop right now. And it was the first time that I'm playing at these events, right? So they have nothing to like put behind my name or to trust me or be like, she's still gonna perform. Do you know what I mean? Like they couldn't like separate the mistake from them wanting, like this booking has been there for a month. It wasn't just a last minute thing. So I feel like maybe this is just my experience, but if I was a man, I do feel like they would have just let it pass and like sort out the decks and then continue. But I feel like because they may be, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like females are not taken seriously enough as artists or individuals in the industry. I still feel like we are placed as like objects in order to like either attract people to the event or the club, or just for their brand, like they just want to show that we are baddies by coming through and to attract other men to come and spend money. That's also another challenge that I face. Most important thing I've learned thus far is that it's really important to just know yourself and trust yourself and remember why you started this and like what your end goal is, because it's super easy to get lost in the sauce. I try to just remain confident and just remember that like I'm obviously thus far because of what I've been doing and sticking to the same like method so far. So a big lesson would be just knowing yourself and staying confident and true to yourself.
It's all about going to the club and like downing your rider and playing the hardest song. Like you still have to get home, send that invoice,
wake up the next morning.
You get it. So it's like the business side, just take care of that as well.
I would usually spend my mornings or the early hours of the day listening to the type of vibe that I think I'm going to be in for that event, or also just taking into consideration what type of event it is, who I feel like the crowd is going to be. So I'll set up a playlist, record box, and then yeah, it's my vibe.
With me, it's just thinking about what type of event is it. Also, what time am I gonna play? Yeah, and just sorting out my music on record box. That's about it.
I think one thing we both enjoy when we actually get to our events is freestyling.
Yeah.
So for prep, we don't really like this on this. We actually, I've never said this to her before, but I've noticed we both pride ourselves on like not stopping the person said before, but just mixing into it and continuing by taking it up. Do you know what I mean? So like not being like, okay, this DJ's done, stop now, this is my turn. No, we've actually like mastered evolving and just going into that, so people don't even notice it's been like a seamless transition between the two DJs. I use Instagram the most. I don't have Twitter. Twitter makes me scared. Just so nervous of Twitter. So right now, I don't even have Facebook. Right? Facebook doesn't like me. It's difficult to use. But yeah, I depend on Instagram a lot. So I try and keep my content updated all the time. Again, like bringing in fashion elements with the music, the audios that you use over your posts and stuff helps a lot, especially with brand work. Yeah.
We have the same ones.
Okay.
Yeah, Instagram, and yeah, let's do that. And just being there, let's just say there's an event. Just
Networking.
Yeah, networking.
Definitely. Networking plays a big role in it as well, I've learned, especially in the city. I feel like Joburg is one of the cities where promoters actually go and support other events instead of just maybe using Instagram. Like, they actually go out and listen and like scout, you know? So that's also helped a lot. Advice, again, just staying true to yourself, sticking to that thing, that method that you believe is your one. And also just really putting effort into like getting to understand the basic like education behind the business, because I feel like most artists these days, like, you always find them complaining about management or something, and it's purely just because they have the lack of education on like what they deserve and what they need to be receiving and what they need to be giving as well. Because obviously I feel like this is super like reciprocated.
Yeah, you call it.
You need to reciprocate like whatever you get, right? So again, it just ties back to business.
Just learn how to DJ, learn how to mix properly. But also know that your skills are not gonna get you that gig. Well, like, you being good is not gonna get you that whatever festival you wanna play or club gig you wanna play.
I think there's a business behind it as well. Yeah.
What is our fee?
140.
Okay, yeah.
That was my one. Damn.
Okay, sorry. Fiend. What else? Fiend. Triple Scott. I press play on Patrick Lee's The Sporting. I love the 4L song. Incredible. Oh, Dali.
Oh, that's such a good one. Ice Spice.
Dali, Ice Spice.
Such a good one.
Yes.
The draw, hip-hop.
Yes.
It's so good. I think my top 3 would be Did It On Him by Nicki Minaj.
Oh.
Don't if it's 140, we're there, we're inside.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I'm gonna give it to Lil Yachty.
Okay.
Strike. Personally, I feel like I've had to box myself as a hip-hop DJ because, again, for bookings, you need to box yourself, unfortunately. But before this was like my source of income, I used to DJ with everything. House music, tech, piano, Afro beats, everything, because it just shows like versatility and like you can build a vibe through whatever, right? So to answer your question, what was your question?
Like classic, just playing like a full, like we play the same. Yeah, we play the same.
So again, with preparing, I would say it depends on your crowd and who you're gonna play for, because there is certain events that only cater to a certain crowd, right? I do feel like you have to take that into consideration, because at the end of the day, yes, you are an artist and you pushing yourself, but you also need to provide a service which is for the crowd, right? So if the crowd is not feeling it, I personally will go back and jump into something that I know they're going to enjoy, because at the end of the day, they need to enjoy it. It's not going to depend on like whether I'm enjoying myself. If they enjoy it and the promoter see that the crowd is jumping, probably going to get booked again.
I'm gonna start with it. I'm from Pretoria. I had to move because where I want to play, mostly our pianos enjoyed. Like, I had a set where in Pretoria, one of the Pretoria clubs, like one drunk lady came to me. She was like, "Can't really tell my piano name, sis." So do you get it? So it's like nobody listens to hip hop. Like, nobody is like okay, who's let me check who's like who released today, or like nobody's really like that.
That's
of a
something I struggle with
fanatic.
a lot.
But-
I love playing new music now.
Yeah, nobody is
I
really,
feel like there is a specific niche of people or group of people
yeah.
who also listen to music and they appreciate it when you play it. But I do feel like the majority is just there to have a good time. So they're gonna bounce to whatever sounds familiar or like, yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like we or DJs would try and push what's happening now. So in that way, we do stick to our like what we believe should be played, depending on the event and the crowd.
G-Spot and Strictly Soul.
Strictly Soul goes up.
Shiggy's Hall and Escape Friday.
That's a good one. We had like totally pop, no?
Yeah.
My top three, definitely G-Spot as well. I feel like we created such a comfortable space where you can genuinely just be yourself. Play what you know. Nobody outside is gonna like, but these people here, like, we're gonna support whatever you're thing. My Rocking the Daisy set was really fun. That was my first big festival set. And then lastly, I enjoyed myself at Feel Good by Mama Kashaka. It was so good.
But I think we biased.
I've recently learned that Puma is super comfortable, and they select stuff, like Puma select stuff is so good and comfortable. Wearing them right now, it's just giving like sports / like athleisure vibes, super comfortable sport. Air Force Ones, of course, because I know it goes with everything. And then probably my, what are they called? Up-tempos. Nikes up-tempos are good as well. You get that ankle support.
To be honest, I'm not a sneaker girl. I'm not at all. Like, I don't even understand it. Like, I don't understand girls like coming on here. You know how much the sneaker cost? Like, I'm not. Like, I'm a heel girl. Like, I'm heels to all my gigs. Not all, but like
Most of them,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, I would recommend someone who wants to start DJing to come at TRNSD Academy, because I mean, think about it. Not all the schools offer you like gigs. Come in with like mentors as well. So yeah, I would, anyone who wants to start DJing, get your classes. Yeah.
So I'd love to have a collaboration between G-Spot workshops and TRNSD Academy workshops. I feel like we have so much to learn from one another, and also different aspects that we all focus on. So that would be pretty cool. I also just love that the Academy is giving, like, opening the space and knowing that, like, yes, we're all equals, we're all females and we're all men, but we do need extra attention in that space. So yeah, I back it a lot.
Like you said, as female DJs, like we face a lot of issues that I turn blindly to. But yeah, I feel like conversations are needed, and
yeah. But also just we were speaking earlier and we were saying the pool of female DJs right now is so small, yet we don't really all know each other. For example, I met Mamta today for the first time and I was like, she's there, that's crazy, got to meet her, so that was fun. I just feel like it opens up doors for us, because I don't know if you agree, but I feel like there's this weird perception between females where you don't know someone, there's just a weird vibe. Nothing happened, there's no beef, but there's just like this weird, I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I get shy.
it's so annoying. But like, I do feel like that's also one thing we both are trying to just erase from the industry, because we need everybody to just understand that collaboration is the only way forward.